Yeah, good evening. I'm Bary from Fire Rescue Victoria. I'm here this evening as part of the Pacific Partnership Group, which is an AFAC body. So all the fire services in Australia have a partner with one of the Pacific Islands. Myself specifically for Samoa. We've got Jeff Swan here from MFS in Adelaide, who partner with Tonga as well. And the idea is for the Australian fire services to work with their partners collectively and collaboratively to enhance the capability and the capacity of the fire services and the communities within the Pacific for fire safety, fire education, and with the disaster management officers to improve incident management skills, working in emergency operations centres, just build the resilience of those communities and enhance them as much as we can. And so Jeff here works specifically with Tonga, who's here with us this evening as well.
So I was lucky enough during the devastating 2022 tsunami in Tonga. We were privileged enough to be able to support our Tongan community through that. We were able to provide some fire trucks, some appliances and some PPE and equipment to help them recover from that and build their own capability so they could be more sustainable for their community and develop themselves further. And that's part of the aim, is not just provide them with the equipment but the sustainability to develop and grow and be self-sustainable for themselves. So, and we're very privileged to be able to work with our Tongan partners.
Thank you. Thank you.
So as part of the program supporting the number of nations that we do, we continually reach out to DFAT, MFAT, local charities, the communities within our own community as well, both in Melbourne, Adelaide, Sydney, to support in any way we can. The capacity building needs trainers to go over. Sometimes we like to bring people over and we need to billet them and they find accommodation for long periods of time, up to 14 weeks for some courses that we're able to provide. And then partnering with charities who want to do some work in the local areas, and particularly in the islands, and partnering with them to gather and collectively fundraise and put the money together towards projects that help the local communities.
We're specifically working at the moment with the Rotary Club of Australia to help build some sustainability in Tonga. So they're proposing a program where they would contribute some co-funding with the Metropolitan Fire Service to help us train our Pacific partners and build that sustainability further. That's going to include probably bringing some of our Tonga Fire Service members back here to Australia to run them through some training programs, and then going back to teach them to be instructors and actually shadow them themselves. The other areas we've been looking at is through DFAT, but ideally some transport for some of the equipment. Equipment costs have risen significantly this year, so we're really challenged by getting some of that equipment out to our Pacific partners. So we could really looking for additional support in that. Transport is certainly an area that is challenging us, that we could really use some help.
Thank you.